6, we're back again. Kristi and Katie, your crime time friends. Stories, justice, laughs collide. True Crime Squad, come join the ride. Grab the clues, let's take a stand. For victims' voices, hand in hand. True Crime Squad, it's time to shine. Season 6, your turn, your time. True Crime Squad, where justice meets hilarity.
Hey everybody, and welcome to the True Crime Squad. This is Katie Weaver. I'm here with my sister, co-host, and partner in crime, Kristi Brower. Hello.
Hello. Hey everybody.
How's it going?
Well, not that good. I have COVID.
What the hell?
Yeah, this is what I get for, going out and doing fun stuff in the community.
Right? It's a pay-to-play system, unfortunately.
It is for me, definitely. I know it can be for you too, dang it. Yeah, so I have COVID, but I'm okay. I'm all right. I saw the doctor today. I said, I think you probably better test me for like flu and COVID. Something's up. I don't feel good at all. And the nurse comes back and she's like, it's COVID. I'm like, color me not surprised.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Rude.
So my granddaughter was here. I knew I was sick and I knew it. And so I didn't come within 10 feet of her and I didn't hold her or anything. But as soon as I got home, I was masked and I'm like, hey, get her out of here. Did I get the Paxlovid? Yes, it's on order. I will have it tomorrow. I've taken it before too. Because of my immune system disease, I get all the special stuff. Yeah. I qualify for all the extra stuff. Which is good because the Paxlovid did help me a lot last time. So I'll be okay. But the last thing I wanted to get was freaking COVID.
I know. Boo. Rude.
Just because I went to a cool concert and went to a different state and ate in a restaurant.
I was a little more worried about measles because Utah is crawling with measles. But
oh, God. That also scares me. I was unresponsive to my childhood vaccines. So I don't have, I have antibodies in the plasma that I get, but I don't have any of my own antibodies to measles, if you can imagine that. So
luckily though, I would imagine in your infusions, you're getting a lot of measles antibodies.
Fingers crossed. And I just had my plasma on Monday. So that's good news. It should mean that, I'm going to kick this pretty quick. So
yeah, you will. Well, boo. Well, I have a little bit of show and tell. It occurred to me, I know it's just the 30th of July, but when I get up early and I go out front and feed those crows, it smells like fall out there.
Does it?
Yeah.
It smells like the dead of summer here.
It does. I know. Midday, but it has me feeling folly. So I decided to get back to a bit of or to start designing some new fall hoodies for my Etsy store. So I have 2 new fall hoodies that I designed today that I wanted to share. So this isn't actually a hoodie, it's a pullover, but I have it in a hoodie too. But it is, a little mushroom house. And I just think they're really cute.
This was my request.
This was your request.
I said I wanted a cozy little mushroom house on a sweatshirt. And would you know that?
Right.
Within a couple of hours, it exists.
Look who went to work.
I love it.
Yeah, it's super cute. So, of course, I've got it in several different colors. And then I'll go back and show you the hoodie, too. Oh, I can't. Well, let's see. Oh, Etsy, why are you like this?
I don't know.
They are just
I could have a lot of things to say about Etsy, but
why is Etsy like this? There we go.
Etsy stole money from me. They suck.
Yeah. So, yeah, here it is as a hoodie. And if you get it on the hoodie, then it also has the little breast pocket embroidery and the sleeve embroidery.
It's so cute.
It is super cute.
And I've got it getting one.
In green and blue and black and, of course, in purple. So, yeah. Love. And then I have one other.
Oh, you mean you had other things to do than my idea?
I know. Weird. And why? Oh, I see what's happening. I'm clicking on things and you guys aren't seeing them. Our screen sharing This is a place that they could really improve.
Yeah.
Is the screen sharing possibility, because you go to any other site. Well, anyway. So this one as well. She's a fairy. She's also, I've got her on the front of a pullover too, but
We're not seeing a dang thing.
oh, for God's sake.
You're not even screen sharing currently. There you go.
I have no thinking happening, none at all. So I do have the fairy. She's really cute too. So yeah, some fun things. And if you get the fairy, if you get the hoodie, then of course she has some flowers and fun stuff on the front. But I also have her in a pullover. So of course that is over at Joyful Goddess on Etsy. And you can go and check those things out. And I'll put a link in the chat room for you. But
So
yeah,
cute.
fun stuff.
Well, it turns out Becky and Murdaugh are both my COVID buddies. So
Oh my
sorry, guys.
gosh,
It
it's
sucks.
teaming right now.
Becky
Ah.
says, I got COVID on my 40th. I've got COVID on my 40th birthday. Well, happy birthday. And I'm sorry. That sucks.
Rude. Yeah.
Not
Well,
cool.
couple of interesting things afoot. Just wanted to point out that oh, let's see. Nope. Oh my God, I'm going to fire myself. Here we go. Miss Lori F. Noreen Ballo has not been moved yet, for the best we can tell. I've been updating
yes.
every day, looking at iDoc, and they are still showing her out of state. So hopefully it's really, really hot in Arizona. I really hope so. Lori, I hope
I
it sucks.
suspect it probably is.
But someone else has been moved. This little boy got through the intake process pretty dang quick because he's already been moved.
To Idaho
Look where
Maximum
he is.
Security.
Yes, in the J
Well,
block.
good.
Guess who else is in the J block? Little Chatty Daybell.
Is he in J Block? Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised they put Koberger there because he's not on death row.
Yeah. They are both there.
I guess so. Kind of technically neither is Chad right now. Because his death penalty has stayed for what, like 5 years?
For appeal.
While they go through the appeals process.
Mm-hmm.
So
and maybe that is why.
Right,
So,
the criminal formerly known as BK. Correct.
Yep. So if you want to send either of them a letter, that's their address right there.
Wow.
Do or don't. That's up to you.
Wow.
As long as it's not a proposal of marriage, ladies. What have we talked about?
Yes. Listen.
Inmates are not
Marlene,
your boyfriends.
Stacy, Janet.
Yes. Yeah.
Don't do it. Why am I saying all white women's names? Because this is a white woman problem, isn't it?
Do they share cells? I do not believe they do. No. Right. Chad's waiting on that miracle. Turns out Jesus loves his wife the best. So
maybe she's getting out and he's not. I don't know.
Maybe BK can ask for a patriarchal blessing. Well,
God,
Chad is
those
administering.
Two talk to each other.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that would be interesting. There's a video too. I was going to pull it up today, but I watched it and it was actually boring, and I don't know why people are making a big deal out of it. But it's a picture of BK getting pulled over a few months before the murders happened. And I kept seeing all these things that, in the evidence dump that he got pulled over. And so I'm like, oh, wow. So I downloaded it and I watched it and I'm like,
we've seen before?
It is different, but I don't know what was exciting about it. I don't. So I'm not going to waste anyone's time on it. Because why does his face need to be seen more? It doesn't. No one wants to see it. It's heinous. It's terrible.
I'm very worn out on all of the stuff that's being released. Like, why? None of this matters. He's done. See ya.
Well, and we're not going to be reporting on all of the details of what he did to the victims and stuff. We're just not. Everyone else is. You can find it there, but I'm all done with it.
Yeah, I am too. Very done. Right, that's true. They're both in protective custody, solitary. That's true. That's probably why BK is in that J block, is because he's in protective custody.
Yeah.
Too well known.
So last week, we brought you a story about something that happened here in Butte County. at a city council meeting that got violent, and they were trying to block East Idaho News from receiving the recording of that interview or of that incident. And East Idaho News has prevailed, so we want to share a little of that with you because holy shit.
Well, the good news is, because see, the city of Butte, their website has just kind of gone dark, as has their phone number over this incident. Fortunately, though, someone recorded it on their phone, because of course they did. This is 2025. And that was provided to East Idaho News. So props to East Idaho News. This recording came from them. It is a video. I just put up the mayor's face instead, because it is just like one of those videos when someone's holding their phone down at their side and recording what's happening so that you can hear the audio. This is what happened. So I'll lay it out for you first in case you don't remember this situation. So this was a city council meeting on July 10th. I think it was July 10th. This is in Butte City, Idaho. Mayor Kevin Turner, may have been July 11th. Things got a little out of hand. There were some people there making a complaint. It sounds like it was about the mayor's wife, actually. And he got real pissed and got real sassy with people, and then pulled out his gun and he used it as a gavel, thumped it on the table really hard. It was holstered, but he slammed it on the table like a gavel. It was very scary. People left the building immediately.
Yeah.
And then they called the police. He was arrested. We did talk about this. So let's watch this because, well, listen to it. I put the captions on it because it's a little bit hard to hear. But this explains kind of what people heard when they were like, oh, hell no, I'm out of here.
Mayor and a mayor's wife, you should not have acted like that. You should not have called out.
Stay in this meeting, or
You should not have called out the citizens.
Do you want to stay in this meeting, or do you want to leave?
You should not have.
I am telling you right now. Do you want to stay in this meeting or leave?
Yes.
Leave.
I'll listen to you.
We're staying. We have some issues to talk about.
I can talk about what I need to talk about too.
You have not been on anything yet.
You have to get put on the agenda just like everybody else. They had to be put on the agenda to be heard, to get their licenses taken care of. We have counsel to deal with. So if you would like to be put on the agenda, you should have asked.
So, we need to resolve some issues.
Hey, not yet.
Okay, I get that.
Let's calm
We're not
down.
there yet.
Let's calm down. Calm down.
Because I can have you leave the building,
Everybody can
and then I'll
breathe.
bring you back in later. Right
Breathe.
now, calm down.
Look, I'm not raising my voice. I'm just plainly stating.
Knock it off!
Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. No.
So that loud noise was the butt of his gun being used, he said, as a gavel.
Banging it
So,
on the table.
Some folks had some concerns about something that they wanted to talk about. The issue is, and I get it because I've been part of these kinds of meetings before, not city council, but planning and zoning and adjustment board. You do have to be on the agenda and you do have to be called up, and you can't just walk in and start, this stuff. However, you also don't ever, first of all, nobody's wearing a gun in these meetings. They should not be wearing a gun in these meetings. That's ridiculous. Secondly, you can't
just be whipping
using
it out
said
like
gun
that. No.
scared the hell out of people. They all left, called the police.
Well, that could be
police
easily
came.
taken as a threat. I mean, come on. What in the world was the point of that?
Right. It was threatening. And
Well, and you know what their concern was? The thing that he's pissed off at them about? The concern
Go
they were
ahead.
bringing is that his wife is a part of the city government, and they feel like that and is in charge of the money.
yes.
And they don't feel like that is appropriate. And that's what he was pissed off about.
Yeah. there's big problems there about his wife being involved as the clerk,
Yeah.
and that they feel like this is not the way that it should be.
Mm-hmm.
The city Facebook page also, who is run by Erica Lang Turner, who is the mayor's wife,
Mm-hmm.
became kind of a gossip column, and she banned a bunch of people from the page, which you can't do.
Can't do that.
As city government, you can't ban anyone. So what they're saying is that Erica Lang Turner is the city's clerk, secretary, and treasurer, and her husband is the mayor.
Yeah.
Now, that's not cool.
No.
Shouldn't be happening. So they were bringing up the conflict of interest, saying,
Mm-hmm.
it's not okay. We got to talk about this.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't doing it appropriately, the way that it should be done in a meeting like that. However, also, his de-escalation tactic was not a de-escalation tactic.
Right.
That's very concerning.
Yeah, that was a horrible decision. Wow.
Yeah. So there are concerns specifically about, there aren't many checks and balances when this is a married couple, but also the handling of a $500,000 award from the Idaho Department of Environmental Quality for drinking water construction funding. That's a lot of money for a town as tiny as Butte City. This is a tiny, tiny little place. One of the city council people said, we don't get to see our checks and balances when we go into the city council meetings. We get a $500,000 grant to do our water system. And Mayor Turner and Erica Turner are handling all of that.
Right.
Now, that should be transparent to the entire city council. That's not cool at all. But there's been a lot of problems, a lot of trash talking going on the Facebook page, and, people getting banned for having concerns. So that's also, you can't do that. I mean, there are big rules because that's literally a free speech issue, because this is city government. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Mayor Turner did
a hot mess.
He pleaded not guilty on July 14th to the misdemeanor exhibition or use of a deadly weapon. That's what he was charged with. There was a pretrial conference on July 24th. Nothing else has been scheduled yet, so we don't know when that's going to happen. So also the Turners are not talking. They're not talking to the news. They're not talking to anybody.
Yeah.
And the Butte City phone number has been disconnected. That is not good. Also, totally illegal. Like, these folks are taking a concern and they are making it way, way worse.
Yeah.
Like, everything in city government has to be completely transparent. This would have been a meeting that should have been being live streamed to their website. And there's no live stream of the video of the meeting. It doesn't exist. Like, if this person hadn't had a video on their phone, then
there wouldn't be one.
There wouldn't
also
be one.
Illegal.
So yeah.
I didn't realize that came from a third party. Wow.
Oh yeah, it's third party, because the video has disappeared, friends.
And guess who's in charge of the video? Any guesses?
Yeah, that'd be the city clerk, which is, Turner's wife.
Oh.
So it's ugly. It is not cool at all. And it's just it's a good example of, like, watching something like this play out to learn about, like, what is allowed and what is not allowed in city government. It's important. And this kind of stuff is not okay. And this kind of nepotism, way not okay. And why is the city council not privy to the city's budget and to the decisions being made about that money? Why are they not seeing the budget?
These people's concerns are super valid. Yeah.
They are. They're entirely valid. And so, yeah, I know, not guilty. now the video is out. It doesn't actually show it. You just hear it. But
well, you hear it. I'm sure
there are plenty of witnesses that are like, holy shit, that was terrifying.
Yeah. Oh, do you want to hear something wild? My daughters woke up this morning at 4:05 to 8 loud One of them said gunshots. The other one said she thought it was fireworks. Woke the whole house, except for Micah, because he sleeps like a rock. But it woke both of the girls up, startled the hell out of them. Mars went and got Matea's bed, and they were like, what the hell was that? And she looked at the clock and said it was exactly 4:05 when I heard him. And then at 4:12, the next door neighbor started up his truck and drove away.
The hell?
Yeah.
So was he either firing a gun or lighting off fireworks at 4:05 in the morning?
They have no
Oh my
idea.
God. That is
No
scary
idea.
as hell.
These are neighbors that have been kind of volatile. They've had a little trouble with them. Isn't
Yeah.
that wild? So they're like, well, I know. Matt's like, should I call the police? That seems kind of weird. I'm like, it's not weird. I said, what do we say in true crime? If you see something, say something. I said,
Yes.
yes, call the police. Just say, I don't know who to report this to or even if I should, but I just want you to know that this happened and it was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We heard this. It was frightening. It's a very odd time to be firing. I mean, I'm
Mhm.
not saying that I don't have neighbors that do that in the middle of the fucking night, because I do.
Yeah,
But that 4:05 in the morning is a weird time to be firing off.
it is. And that truck is a big diesel truck that he starts up and lets run for a little while and leaves every morning. So like she's very familiar with listening to that truck start right next to her bedroom. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Wild.
That
But
is
yep,
way
that's where
weird.
I'm at. See something, say something. Even if it's
Always.
weird, even if, you don't know, you could still be putting two and two together on something that you don't know about. Yeah.
Yeah.
She didn't see anything on her Ring door cam. She looked. Also, nobody on next door had reported hearing anything. She thought maybe other people would and it would help her understand what she thought she heard. But anyway, something happened.
Yikes.
So, yeah.
Scary.
Yeah. Uh, there's a little scandal going down that you should probably know about.
Oh, yeah. This is
The
interesting.
makers of High Noon vodka seltzers also make Celsius energy drinks.
Mhm.
And they've had told they usually leave around 6:30 or 7. So it was very early for him to leave. Yeah, that's a good question.
Weird.
The makers of High Noon vodka seltzers also make Celsius, which is an energy drink. Well, they have had a mix-up. And
Oh,
High Noon
no.
is saying that there are cans of Celsius that actually have High Noon in them in cases of High Noon.
What?
Okay.
So the cans are Celsius, but they have High Noon in them,
Uh-huh.
but they're in High Noon boxes.
Mm-hmm.
So you would still have to be of age to buy them.
Yes. But they could still get mixed up and into the wrong hands, especially if you buy
Right.
both of these products.
Right, for
Like,
sure.
that's a pretty big fuck up, boys and girls.
Yes, it is.
Can you imagine people getting DUIs because they thought they were drinking an energy drink?
Yeah, that is not cool.
Can you imagine your doctor drinking an energy drink before he does surgery on you and it turns out it was an alcoholic drink? Can you imagine giving these to your kids, your teenagers, and have them out driving around? This could get
Right.
so dangerous so
It
fast.
could. Although, if you can't tell the difference, I'm worried about you.
Yeah, but not everybody has a good sense of taste or a good sense of smell, you know?
True.
That's what my daughter said too. She's like, surely they taste very different. Yeah, they probably do, but at the same time, if you just think this is what you're getting,
Well, they
yeah,
probably don't
airline
taste that
pilots, like,
different. I mean, they are both a seltzer water.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hmm.
So if you're a drinker of either of these things, just heads up. Mom's in charge of halftime treats. Yeah.
Oh, Lord, right?
Right, Jess, it's a dream for for defense attorneys right now. Yeah.
Well,
And an
just for,
absolutely
like,
nightmare for
corporate
the
attorneys.
company. Right, or if you haven't had them before and you don't know what they taste
Right.
like. Yeah.
That's true.
So, yeah, they've got a big problem on their hands, but this is a public service announcement for all of y'all. That happened.
Yeah. That is wild.
Let's talk about Mickey Stein.
Let's
Stines.
do. Wow. there's some stuff going on. If you remember, Mickey Stines is the former sheriff who, we've all seen the video, shot and killed a judge in his chambers
Yeah.
a while back. So this is in Kentucky. This happened last fall. He's charged with first-degree murder. Had intended on making a defense of insanity or extreme emotional disturbance.
Mm-hmm.
But now the defense has filed to dismiss the indictment altogether. I'm just going to say I find it really unlikely they'll do that. They literally have video of him committing this murder.
Yeah.
However, the defense is accusing the prosecution of intentionally failing to record a proceeding in front of the Letcher County grand jury and depriving the grand jury of information. So if you recall, they did a grand jury indictment on this. It appeared that they were trying to be very, very careful about the way that they handled this because Mickey Stines was literally the sheriff of Letcher County when this happened.
Mm-hmm.
So it is the prosecutor's job to make sure that all of the proceedings with a grand jury are recorded. But the defense, which I don't know how they know this at this point, but they are saying that there was an unrecorded meeting between the prosecution and the grand jury. And of course, Kentucky law says, all testimony before a grand jury has to be recorded. Now, what the prosecution is saying is that it was a meeting about obtaining grand jury subpoenas and that there was no testimony heard in this meeting. Unfortunately, it wasn't recorded, so we don't know exactly what happened.
Mm-hmm.
But what the defense is saying is that the prosecution can get subpoenas without the grand jury actually being present. So they are saying that it's weird that he did this in the presence of the grand jury.
Yeah.
And he's basically alleging that there was testimony that was not recorded. And if it was not recorded, then that means that the defense would not have any access to it later, like now when they're preparing for trial.
Right. Yikes.
Also, there was no mechanical issue that day that was keeping things from being recorded. So I don't know. This is what the defense attorney says. While the Commonwealth may classify that information as something other than testimony, it clearly related to the nature of the investigation. Regardless of how it is labeled or whether it was sworn or unsworn, the information provided to the grand jury constitutes testimony and should have been recorded. Special prosecutor Jack Steele has basically come back and we haven't actually seen their responses yet. There hasn't been a hearing on it yet, but they basically said we didn't do anything wrong. So I don't know.
Ooh. Wow.
Also, now out is like the 10-minute conversation that Mickey Stines and the judge had prior to the shooting.
Mm-hmm.
That there was video of that, but if you recall, there's no audio. It's just a video, but it's 10 minutes long. A few other things, though, that I think are very, very interesting. Remember, there was a lawsuit that was in process that Mickey Stines had to give a deposition for just a few days before this shooting happened. And that was involving a man named Ben Fields, who was a deputy under Mickey Stines, saying that he had coerced a woman into having sex with him in Judge Mullen's office in the courthouse in return for letting her avoid paying home incarceration fees. So she didn't have to pay the fees for her ankle monitor, if you recall that. That lawsuit also says that there was a second woman who was also coerced into having sex with him in his car outside her home by threatening to have her home incarceration revoked. And that the lawsuit also alleges that Stines did not properly supervise Ben Fields. So this deposition, which was 3 days before the shooting, They're saying that Stines was tense and unfriendly during the deposition, and he acted really, really stressed. So there's a transcript of some of these questions. Apparently, he had to have questions repeated. He seemed confused at times and said he did not recall information. Here's something interesting. He is saying that an attorney that represents Stines says that during the deposition, Stines suffers from California encephalitis. Apparently, California encephalitis is a viral infection of the brain caused by a virus transmitted through the bite of infected mosquitoes. Weird, considering that, Colby Ryan's got valley fever right now, also a mosquito thing, just weird. But anyway, which can lead to inflammation of the brain and neurological symptoms and complications. Because, they're saying that that Mickey Stines had been really off for a while, and something was going wrong with him. Also, they think that Stines was under pressure to not reveal a lot of information during that.
Yeah.
A lot of pressure there. But some other things, this is just wild. So Stines actually included part of the interview with detectives with the Attorney General's office that was done in February of 2022 as they were investigating Ben Fields.
Yeah.
Because there was some video footage. So part of the transcript, and this is with one of the victims. Detective who was having sex, Adkins, Ben, and just some higher ups up there. The detective said, who? Adkins said, judge, and what did you see on the video? Adkins said, I've seen Judge Mullins having sex with a girl. Detective, who is the girl? Adkins, I don't know, because I don't know a lot of people from over there. Pretty wild, considering some of the accusations that have been made over time, and that's part of the investigation into Ben Fields, is that there are, in fact, accusations that Judge Mullins was involved.
Yeah.
And that's, there's been a lot of, that's been very hotly contested, but now some things are coming out making you think maybe that's not as accurate.
Wow.
Along with the motion to dismiss, they have sought bail again for Stines. He hasn't been given bail. I mean, he was the sheriff of this county. It's so complicated. But
It's
they
not
say
going
that
to happen, but
it's not. But they're seeking that. So right now we're waiting for a judge to come back and say what he thinks about these allegations. And I'm curious, how does the defense know? If this was not recorded, then how does the defense know that happened?
Right.
Was it nefarious, or was it just we didn't think this needed to be recorded? We don't know.
Right.
I cannot imagine that they're going to just drop the charges and release that indictment, considering that there's a video of Stines shooting Judge Mullins. So I don't know. Very interesting stuff. We're going to keep watching, keep up on that.
Yeah,
very
definitely.
Interesting though.
Really interesting. Wow.
Oh wow.
Well,
Joelle says, I mentioned before that my dad died from West Nile virus, specifically the encephalitis. He went from early stage Alzheimer's to extremely advanced dementia overnight.
Wow.
That could explain some things. This is the first that I've seen an actual diagnosis mentioned for Mickey Stines. People have said that his mental health had been deteriorating and he was doing very poorly.
Yeah.
I've never heard of California encephalitis before. It's just weird, but anyway.
Right.
Very interesting stuff.
Really interesting. Wow. There is
this case does get wilder and wilder. It's true.
Yes. In the murders of Clinton and Kristen Brink that we discussed yesterday.
Yeah.
There has been a high-speed chase late this afternoon in Arkansas where a car that matches that description has been stopped via nail strip. Is that a spike strip? And someone's in custody. It hasn't been announced that yet. This is what locals are saying. We don't know if it is the person of interest or not, but it's too soon to say. These are just things that we're seeing on Twitter. It looks like the right car. Yeah. I do have a video. I'm not going to share it yet just because we don't know yet, but watch for that. I keep refreshing the news to see, like, are we saying anything yet? They haven't said anything yet. Right. So we don't know if it was their guy or not, but something interesting happening here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Taylor F. Schabusiness did a bit of a phone interview with Law and Crime. I puzzled over which part of it to share because none of it is really fit for YouTube.
I watched it today and I was like, oh my God.
How are we going to...
This is even worse than I thought it would be.
It's really bad. Really bad. Oh my goodness. The things she says about what she did to him, I'm not going to share because holy mother of hell. But
they are horrendous.
I do have a clip for you that's about 1 minute long. Of course, all credit to Law and Crime. I like this one because, well, the beginning you'll die, but the second part of it is her talking about why she beat up her attorneys. She was just firing them, guys. This was just how she lets people go, apparently.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So here's just
it's not anything to watch. It's just to listen to. It's a phone call because they wouldn't let her do a video.
Yeah.
Somebody just said they haven't watched it yet.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yes, but you should watch the recording, the article that Law and Crime did. But I'll stick you right here.
I'd like to be still slinging my pussy on the street, but over here it's all right.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Well, that makes.
I'm already gonna stop. The reporter go, okay, what? All right. I guess that
Taylor
makes sense.
Business. Is this worse than Lori? Oh, yes, it is. It is way worse than Lori.
So much worse. But I really wanted you to hear why she was beating up her attorneys. So we'll get there.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Law and Crime also asked Taylor Schabusiness about the attacks of her attorneys because, as we pointed out, there are multiple, and she gave us some background.
The most recent one, when my attorney, he was calling my and he was saying I need another competency here, and he kept on calling my sticking his tongue out at me. And so I went off on his but the one before that, he was doing the same thing too, saying that about competency. He kept on saying you need more competency hearings. You need more competency hearings. They constantly keep on saying that, and I said no, I'm straight. I'm straight. My dad showed up in the back of the courtroom, and then as soon as he popped through, that was my dad's previous attorney too, and then he had just fired his. He said, "Get this guy off your case." So then, as soon as my dad popped up in the courtroom and he sat his down, I already knew it was go time, and that's when I had to go in. So then that's when I went in and I fired it.
Taylor Schabusiness went to trial in July of 2023. She pleaded not guilty.
That's how she fired his ass, guys. She had to go in. What?
Also, she fired both of them because they wanted competency evaluations. Gee, I wonder why.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit.
Right, Jennifer? She knew it was go time. Oh,
yeah.
My God. Oh, the poor people that have had to represent this psychopath. It is crazy. They also ask her about the representation that she could be a big Dahmer fan. She said that she had her niece a lot, and her niece was watching Dahmer, that series. And there is a picture of her with Dahmer, with a picture of Dahmer like on a phone next to her face. And she says, guys, she cannot be the next Dahmer because she only killed one person. So no, that can't be right.
Right, she's just doing she business. Oh, God.
Oh boy, isn't she? But yes, she really wishes she was still slinging that pussy on the street. Yes.
Holy shit. Yeah, she did have an attorney who wanted her unshackled. Yeah.
Yeah. The reporter says, "Oh, okay, that makes sense." Like, does it?
Does it really? Holy shit, man.
Oh no, she's guilty. She's in prison.
Oh yeah.
And her crime, I mean, she did murder and sexually assault after the murder and dismember this man. And the reason why now, this is what she told the reporter as well, is that it was because she bought a $50 bag of dope and she sent him with 100 and he didn't bring back the change.
Oh my God.
Prison
This chick-
is where she belongs. Prison for
Oh,
ever,
my God.
Taylor. She is terrifying. Or Jay feels the song coming on. I mean, I could take a
Oh, boy.
transcript of all the things she said and make a song and get thrown off the internet forever. But
Probably. Oh my God, she is unreal. But yeah, go listen to the whole thing. You'll see why there are parts we did not air on this show.
I went tame. I went very tame.
You went very tame compared to what she actually said.
Mm-hmm. Holy moly. But speaking about people that are having some trouble with their attorneys, it looks like little Sarah Boone is having some attorney blues. And I know that surprises everybody, but what you got?
Friends.
Oh dear.
Sarah.
My God, that face again.
I know. Ms. Boone has lost her appellate attorney again. Second time.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine? So this is so wackadoodle. So an attorney named Joshua Adams had been representing her in her appeal. He was appointed in December of 2024, just after she was sentenced to represent her in her appeal. Because the first attorney, named Alan Holland, was replaced after just 16 days with no reason given. Oh, I think we know the reason. I'm quite sure we do.
Solidarity, Alan.
So now Joshua Adams is like, yeah, I'm out on this. In his motion to withdraw, he said he is, get this, he is no longer practicing appellate work or accepting court-appointed appellate cases, which would make continued representation a hardship. Guys, this dude quit his job so he didn't have to represent Sarah Boone. Okay? He's like, you know what? This whole appellate gig, it's not for me. I'm gonna go represent serial killers. That's a whole lot easier than this bitch. Like, can you imagine? So this is 11 lawyers now that she's been through. Mm-hmm. They've done the math now, and the state of Florida has spent about $1 million just on her attorneys.
Mm-hmm.
And Sarah, of course, has been convicted of her crime, and she has until September 1st to file her appeal. Pretty tough to do when her attorneys are like, yeah, we're out. Apparently, Sarah has been mad about his, I know you're going to be shocked by this, lack of response to her repeated attempts to contact him in her 5-page inquiry filed with the court, which we can't find, and I so wish we could, so we could do a Sarah's letters. Apparently, he introduced
Jess,
himself
if you
to
have
her.
it, I'll do a Sarah's letters.
Please.
I will.
Yeah. He introduced himself to her via inmate messaging on February 27th of 2025, but has since failed to respond to phone calls, handwritten letters, and emails from third-party representatives.
Third party.
Oh my God. Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
Sarah wants to speak to the manager again.
And, you know, appellate attorneys are quite different. They don't talk to you very much because they're reviewing your trial. They are reviewing your trial to see if there's any reason, you know, or what the reasons are that they can seek out an appeal for you. It's not really about talking to Sarah as much as Sarah wants it to be. It is about reviewing the trial and the evidence against her and the decision made by the judge and, you know, all that kind of stuff for them to determine, you know, does she have grounds? I mean, seriously. So, yeah. But anyway, he's like, you know, I think I'm going to go to work at McDonald's. I think that sounds a whole lot better than being an appellate attorney. Possibly,
Especially
I will
for this
go work at a barn where I just shovel cow shit because that's easier than this. So I just thought that was so funny. I'm not going to be an appellate attorney anymore, so I can't really do this. Like, I can quit his job because of her.
Well, I mean, you know what? 2-3 weeks ago, James Craig's lawyer burned his house down so that he didn't have to represent him anymore, and now this.
Yes, I know. Really, yeah.
And now on James Craig, yes, he was found guilty today on 6 out of 7 counts, which was correct because the one count was an alternative to first-degree murder, so they found him not guilty on that one, which should have happened. But we're going to bring the whole thing to you tomorrow, though, so we're not really talking about James Craig tonight. But
yeah, we're going to bring that to you tomorrow.
We'll have it all tomorrow on the table because, guilty. And as far as I can see, the jury is still out in the attempted honor killing case. So nothing there yet. They've been deliberating longer than I thought they would. I'm pretty surprised, actually. But
well, do you think there's questions about whether or not to convict the mother?
Yeah, I do. I think that's probably where they're at.
I think the dad, guilty. But the mom,
there's a damn video. How can you not be guilty? There is a video. Yeah.
Right.
But wanted to talk a little bit about this guy right here. Yes. You know, back in the day when we were going through the Alex Murdoch trial and the lead up to it, a lot of people said, where the hell was he getting that much oxy? Right?
Right.
Well, meet his
the
dealer.
Number of pills was, how is he still alive? Yeah.
Yeah, that too. I think he was lying about how many pills, but.
Yeah, I do too.
Here we are. This gentleman today has pled guilty to trafficking. He's already been in some trouble. This is kind of wrapping the whole thing up. But so let me get you his name. Spencer Roberts. So Spencer was a dealer, but he was the dealer that was supplying Eddie Smith, the cousin.
Oh,
and then Eddie was the go-between who was then bringing the drugs to Murdoch.
Right.
So Murdoch never gave a dime to this guy because his money went to Eddie Smith.
Right.
So, and in many instances, the memo line would say things like truck repair or other kind of like work being done on the house and things like that to try to kind of throw things off. But that's kind of how it was happening.
Right.
So he's already serving 8 years for money laundering and fraud. And so this is another sentence that's going to be added to that. But they are still cleaning up Alex's mess.
Oh, that's going to take forever. All of the financial crimes and all the shit. Like, yeah, it's a lot.
Forever and ever. Yeah. Murdoch also has just recently been declared a a delinquent taxpayer.
I am stunned.
He defrauded everybody and had all their money, and now the state and the feds are going, well, wait a minute. You didn't pay taxes on that. I don't think they'll be getting their pound of flesh from him, but
probably not.
Technically, it has been it's been declared. So we still don't know what's going to happen with his new trial or the potential of one. That still hasn't been ruled on, but I still can't believe that we're sitting in a spot where there could be a new trial for him.
Oh my God. Please, no. No, no, no.
Yeah, right. Jesus. Who needs it? Not me. That's
no one in that situation. Excuse me. Needs a new trial on that. Oh my God.
No. So there's a bit going on with the Menendez family.
Oh yeah. Well, guys, the bottom line is that Eric has kidney stones.
Yep.
No biggie. The articles are like, he has a serious medical concern, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, holy shit, does he have cancer? What's the matter with it? It's kidney stones, okay?
It's kidney stones.
They suck. He's not going to die, okay? His attorney wants clemency immediately, wants him to be released from prison immediately because of his serious medical. I'm like, okay, let's just take a step here.
Let's not get too crazy. Yeah.
Obviously, they're seeking clemency or, or parole, and, there's all kinds of stuff in the works with them. But the extreme headlines: Eric Menendez in the hospital, diagnosed with a serious medical condition. Okay. He's a guy in his 50s and he has kidney stones. Okay. Yeah. That's what the serious medical condition is. I just think it's kind of funny. Like, okay, let's maybe chill the drama just a little bit. Anyway. So that's the deal.
When that first came out, I was like, holy shit, there's something very wrong. And I couldn't believe it when it turned out to be kidney stones. Though I do think that he was hospitalized, but.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did have to be treated and stuff.
Yeah.
But right, yeah. I mean, they're serious, but like, let's everyone take a deep
breath. Their hearing is in August. I mean, it's coming up. It's only like 4 weeks away.
It is, yeah, it's coming up.
Calm it down, boys and girls. Yeah.
I know. When I first saw the headlines, I was like, oh my God. And now I'm like, that's okay. Wow.
Yeah. A little bit different.
Yeah.
There has been an attack on a lawmaker in Virginia. A Virginia politician. He is a Danville City Councilman, a man named Lee Vogler, was attacked at his work earlier today at a place called Showcase Magazine. A man named Shotzi Hayes doused him in 5 gallons of gasoline and set him ablaze. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That is terrifying.
He has lived up to this point. He was life flighted to a burn center. He is very gravely injured. The police did catch up pretty quickly to the guy who did it. They're saying this was a personal matter. It's not politically motivated, but holy mother of God.
How terrifying. And I mean, my God, the guy has lived. Oh my God. The pain of that.
Oh, and
the risk of
disfiguration and
Yeah.
Yeah,
also,
unbelievable.
Just question. Shotzi?
Yeah.
Like they're using that name like that is a real name, like a legal name.
Listen to the whole name, actually. I pared it down. Shotzi Michael Buck Hayes.
I've heard that as a nickname. I had no idea that it was like a real name.
That's a name.
Anybody know that? Anyway, that's so sad. That poor man.
These guys had beef, apparently. Yeah. Very, very scary. Yeah. Also, like, how mad do you have to be at somebody to do something like that?
Right. Or how unstable. To douse someone with gasoline? Oh my God.
Yeah. It's
light them on fire?
Yeah. I mean, that is...
Right. I think you're right, Jennifer, that was someone's nickname in Greece. Right? Like, that sounds like something like that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was someone's real, like, that was a real, like, legal name. Interesting.
That it is indeed. And this, in fact...
Shotzi of gasoline? No, that's terrible. No.
This is Shotzi right here. I mean, I don't think he really tried to hide who he was very hard. He ran right through the front door with a 5-gallon can of gas.
Oh my God. What a straight up psychopath, man.
Yeah.
Like, that's the most horrific way to try to kill somebody. Jesus.
Yeah.
Right, Kristi? How is that the solution to any problem? Oh, it is not, is it?
Whew. No. Not at all. So, at any rate, not sure what it was about or what's going on in this guy's world, but what a terrible, terrible, terrible thing to do.
So sad.
Yeah. So, Shotzi, I hope you like prison, because, boy, you are going there.
Yeah. Yes, you are.
Yikes.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, Sandy has had a lot to say about all of tonight. She has. She's got opinions over here.
She really does. Well, not good. Alrighty. Well, that's what we've got. So we'll be back tomorrow at 3, and we're going to wrap up with some closing argument stuff and the sentencing of James Craig, so we can finally put a pin in that one. That evil motherfucker is going to prison forever. I hope it super, super sucks, James. I really do. Mm-hmm. You deserve it.
You know what there won't be? Hot girls.
No.
Not even one.
Not even hot girls. Nope.
No hot girls.
Nope. And also, nobody gives a shit that you're a dentist. Nobody at all. They don't care.
No. Mm-mm.
Not at all.
No, you're just a terrible, terrible person.
Indeed. Yeah. Alrighty. Well, I'll leave you with that and thoughts about Taylor Schabusiness popping her pussy all over town. You guys can we'll go to bed on that.
Good God.
Alrighty.
Things I
guys.
never wanted to think about. Large fist.
Indeed. Alrighty, guys. Take care. Have a good night. This has been yet another production of the True Crime Squad.
Bye, everybody.
Season 6, we're back again. Kristi and Katie, your crime time friends. Stories, justice, laughs collide. True Crime Squad, come join the ride. Grab the clues, let's take a stand. For victims' voices, hand in hand. True Crime Squad, it's time to shine. Season 6, your turn, your time. True Crime Squad, where justice meets hilarity.